Well, hello ladles and jelly spoons. As always, this is Aegis, and this is the third day in a row that I've posted an NWAGs episode. And yeah, I'm loving this series, and this is the M16A4. I get my nuke, and I also get a cool little triple spray with it, which is pretty cool for an M16. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I'm going to talk about one of my passions today. Now, I have two, I'd say. I have two main passions in life, and those two are music, I'd say is probably one of my best passions, and physics. Also, a massive love for me. I don't know where I'd be without music, though. Music's guided me through some hard times, and I think music was the one thing that kept me sane through my time in Wales. I really love music, and I'm grateful for everything to do with music. Yes. So today I'm going to be talking about physics, actually, and not just physics, but biology and chemistry also come in there as well, because that's my second passion, science. Probably science in general, but physics is my main area. So I want to talk today a bit about chances of human life, constants in space-time, and all of these weird things that you probably never heard of and probably don't care about, to be honest. But for me, it's interesting. If you don't find science interesting, please leave the commentary now, or just go and enjoy your passion. So I'm going to be talking about some of my passions. So let me say first of all of how incredible DNA is. I'm sure you've done it at school, and I'm sure most of you know what DNA is, but as a recap, it consists of base pairs of these molecules of atoms, and they make this massive structure that is so tiny as well as so big. It really is incredible, and 75% of it or so isn't used ever. It's just leftover stuff from evolution, or from evolution, which is a weird thing to think about, I think. And 90% of it we share in common with every animal on Earth, which means that it doesn't all code for proteins. I'm just waffling on now, sorry about that. I wanted to talk about constants as well, about pi and g, and all these constants that we take for granted, and we never think about them. But you must think about them once in a while, how these constants came to be. And by constants, what I mean is a constant of proportionality in an equation, which determines how large something is. Because say gravity is proportional to the force that attracts two objects, isn't it? Obviously, but the thing it's not directly proportional. It's not proportional. It's not the same. That's what I mean to say. Sorry, it's not the same. Say you've got an object that's a kilogram. It doesn't exert a Newton force on another object. It has a constant of proportionality, and that constant is g. And g is a tiny number, which means that gravity doesn't have as much force as it would do if it was a larger number. So without this constant, let's think of it of being without the constant. Instantly, planets crush themselves. Nothing would exist, because it'd all just be pure energy, because no matter could form. Now imagine we insert the constant at ridiculously low, in fact let's do it a tiny bit below the actual constant. In that case, planets wouldn't form, stars wouldn't form, triple spray, and nothing would happen. Units wouldn't exist, these elements wouldn't exist. The only reason elements exist is because of stars. And if we didn't have stars, the only elements that would exist would be helium and hydrogen, the two lightest elements. And I don't know why I'm actually commentating about this over over COD gameplay, but there you have it. I feel very strange talking about this into my mic because I'm in my room on my own, and it's just weird. Let's be honest. Evolution or evolution, depending on where you're from. How about that thing, eh? And the reason we evolve is because of DNA, and we all know that. But it's so strange to think that we're all come about. We're DNA slaves. That's one of the theories that I believe in. There's a theory called slave DNA, and it means that we do whatever our DNA wants us to do. We don't exist. We have these instincts that stop us from killing ourselves, don't we? And it's all because of DNA. DNA wants us to live because it wants to pass on its own code, which, when you think about it, is pretty startling stuff. And evolution occurs because of natural selection. And me and Benga were talking today a bit about how natural selection for humans has pretty much stopped because of this, of all of our cures that we've made for diseases. And disease is the way of weeding out the weaker people, you might say. It takes the weaker genes out of the gene pool. And I think that might be the downfall of humankind. Like if you've ever seen the film I Am Legend, the treatment for cancer actually destroys the human race because of what I just said. So it's a strange concept to think that healing could harm us, but it's also a true one. So now, what else going to talk about? Probability of human life occurring on Earth, as we all know, ridiculously small. And how did we just so happen to be born? To have started evolution on this planet, and what were the chances of the conditions that allowed us to evolve? Well, obviously we all know the tiny, like 1 in trillions of chance, and from there we developed into this one cell, an incredibly complex cell, with a wall and a nucleus that codes everything for the cell. All sorts of stuff in this tiny little cell, and then next thing we know, it's become beneficial for us to be more than one cell. So somehow we double in size and then triple and quadruple. It's incredible to think that all of this stuff happened a long time ago to the first organisms, and that's where we've come from. That's who you and I are. And if you think about it, who are you? Who am I? What a wide question, you might ask. But who are you? What are you? Because what makes you different from me? Because I'm just made of the same elements, of the same particles. So why on earth are you different to me? Why do I like music so much? Why do I enjoy video games? Why is all this happening? So I'm going to end it on a question like that, actually. It's been a ridiculously weird commentary. I apologise. I will get back to gameplayage soon. And tell me if you'd like to see some MC Dizzle Minecraft or some more NWAGs tomorrow. Yeah, leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching anyway. This has been Aegis, and I'm out. Peace.